Okay, just to give you a recap, we have seen what is your role as a data analyst, right? So we have talked about that Swiggy use case, and then we talked about the investment banking, and also we talked about how you're going to give you the idea, suggestion, improvements to your client, right? After that, we have n number of business intelligence tool in the market, and we have chosen one tool. What is that tool? We have chosen as Power BI, correct? And with this Power BI, now we are going to start doing our first chart. Okay. Now, before going with the first chart, I asked you to install Power BI desktop. I hope you have done this. Okay. I'll just give you a recap again. Just go to the store, Microsoft Store. It's like a normal application. Just go and search for Power BI and you should be able to get it. Okay. So Power BI desktop, if you just type this in the search box, you should be able to get it. And for me, it's showing as open, and for you, it will show as install. That's the only difference. So please do that. And once you install it, you should be able to see that in your desktop. And from there onwards, we will start using it. Okay. Now, this is the first thing which we have learned. Another thing which I told you is, unfortunately, if you're a Mac user, you cannot use this directly. And I've given you a workaround. Just install a virtual OS, and then you can start using Power BI in it. Okay. Now, before we start our first chart, we want to understand a data set that we will try to visualize it. This is a data that is coming from a normal Amazon store. Imagine it's like an Amazon. So what do you do in the Amazon? You go, you purchase something and you generate a order ID, and using that order ID, we can keep track of it, right? So before even getting to our first chart, let me tell you what is this data is all about. Without understanding the data, you cannot report this. Okay, we cannot report this. So first question, let's see. Row ID is just a single number that is getting generated for every row. So I don't need this. Let me start with order ID. Okay, now you go to Amazon, you place any order, you will be getting an order ID that is getting generated. With this order ID, you can track it, right? When it is going to be delivered, what is the status of the order? Is it got shipped? Is it going to be on the way? All this information you can get it. Okay, let's talk about the first row. Let's talk about the first row. The order ID CA 2016 1614537 is the order ID. Okay, this order is actually placed on March 18th, 2016. Okay, remember this date. It is placed on March. I'm talking about this order. It is placed on March 18th and it is actually shipped on 23rd. Okay. Now, usually in Amazon, you have two things, right? If you're a Prime user, you can get immediately. If you're a non-Prime user, maybe it will take some time, right? So all this, you know it, right? So there is a way that you can get your product on the same day. There are some terms and conditions. I'm not a big fan of ordering in online, but you know it better, right? So if you're ordering something before 12 o'clock, you can get it on the same day. You can try it once. You order any product for specific products in the specific location. If you're in a metro city, you may get it on the same day. Possibility is there. But if you're a Prime user, maybe you can get it in one day. For a non-Prime user, maybe you can get it in 4 days, correct? Now, let's see. The ship mode, trying to be a standard class, it has taken almost 5 days. It has taken almost 5 days. 18th to 23rd, it has taken 5 days for shipping. Let's consider the first class. If you take the first class they have ordered on 22nd October and it got delivered on 24th. So it's a first class. There is an order which can we also call it as a same day. They're ordering on 4th November and they're getting it on 4th November, right? So these are the order date and ship date. And if I go and apply a filter, you can see that you have first class, same day, second class, standard class, correct? Now, all this is something which I can check it out what type of order it is. Some people will request, I'll not request for every single day, right? Okay, let me order, it can take 3 days or 4 days, I'm least bothered. Some people really need it faster, so they have to pay some 40 rupees extra price, right? For fast delivery, I think it's for somewhere around 40 rupees. And if you want immediately, maybe you have to pay 100 rupees extra. So all this are all about pricing. Depending on the pricing, you will get it. Okay, now we have the customer names. Who has purchased the order? Who has purchased the order? So if I'm purchasing the order, obviously my name will come, right? Now, if I want to purchase an order, my name will come. There could be n number of Santosh. Okay, there could be n number of Santosh. In this batch, almost how many people are there? Almost 94 people are there. In this, almost I'm seeing 2 Santosh. Apart from me, there are 2 Santosh, right? So obviously in this group itself, we can see 3 Santosh. If I'm talking about the entire customers of Amazon, how many customers can be there, right? There are likely chances there can be more number of Santosh, right? So I will have something called customer ID. I will have something called customer ID. So this customer ID uniquely defines each customer. And the way the ID is being given is, it's not only the digit. If you see here, 20320 20980, it's not only about the digit. You also have some character that has been assigned, right? You also have some character that has been assigned. Now, if I figure out, it's nothing but my first name. They have taken the first initial, that first character. In the second name, they have taken for as a second, followed by they have given ID. Okay. Similarly, if you see Sanjit Chand, if you see, they have taken yes, they've taken C, and followed by they have given some ID. So it depends on this. Maybe if you're also KSR employee, we can do the same thing. KSR 001, KSR 002. So some prefix or suffix we can add just to make sure that it comes from this type of data, right? Now, again, let's talk about, I want to buy certain products. I want to buy certain products. For example, imagine I want to purchase laptop. Okay. If it was my personal use, I'll buy only one. Okay. So what are the ways I can buy? I can buy for consumer, right? I can buy as a consumer. What is consumer? It's for my personal use. It is for my personal use. Okay. Imagine I'm running, we are running a KSR Institute, right? In KSR Institute, imagine we want to buy 5 laptops. Imagine we want to buy 5 laptops. So if I want to buy 5 laptops, we don't have office as such, but we have made our house as office. So we are buying for our office, right? So I will consider that as we are buying as home office. For home office, we are buying laptops. Okay, this is for, like, you can say that it's like a startup, and we are buying. If it's a consumer, maybe I'll buy for 1. If it's an office, maybe I can buy for 4. Let's say 4 employees are there in our institute, and we don't have any big building like Accenture, TCS, HCL, or Infosys. Just like we have a normal house, we have made that house itself as an institute, and for that we maybe we can call it as a home office. But let's say if I'm running a corporate company and I want to buy a laptop, so how many people you will buy laptop? Obviously it will be more, because a lot of employees can come, right? So imagine that it's a office, and I will buy, let's say, around 10. So this defines for what purpose you're buying. Okay, you're buying for house, home office, or you're buying for a corporate, or are you buying as a consumer? So what you're buying for. So all this I can have, and all this column from H, I, J, K, L. This gives you the address information of the customer. Imagine if my record is there. So it's going to be, country is going to be India, city is going to be Bangalore, state is going to be Karnataka, and the pin code is going to be 566066, and I come from South region. So this is going to be my record. So for every customer, the one which is highlighted in yellow color gives you the geographical information, that is the place where he's coming from. Correct? Now, let's see about what is this product. So he has actually purchased this product. Okay, it could be a phone, Samsung Galaxy phone, right? Or it could be an Apple iPhone, or it could be any of the printers. So there are a lot of products they have purchased. There are a lot of products they have purchased. Let's say I open Amazon. Okay, let's say I open Amazon. In the Amazon, let's say I want to buy something. Let's say I want to buy something. Okay, imagine I'll buy laptop. Imagine I'll buy laptop. Okay, in this laptop, if I simply go and search any one laptop, this is actually the laptop. Okay, this is actually the laptop. So the laptop name is this one, correct? But if you go and see here, first you can go with electronics. Okay, so in the electronics, then I can look for Mac desktops. Then I look for this product, right? And if you see here, here also you can select. First, I'll go with electronics. Electronics. Okay. In the electronics, I'll search with desktop. Okay. Here I've selected electronics, right? So in the electronics, I can go and select for computer and accessories. In the computer and accessories, I can select for let's say computer accessories or components. And inside the components, maybe I'll choose, let's say I'll choose motherboard. So how am I navigating here? First, I went for computer accessories. Inside the computer accessories, I went for components. Inside the components, I'm looking for motherboard. That means I am having a hierarchy. Having a hierarchy. Okay, inside this electronics, maybe I can still go with mobile and accessories. In this electronics, again, we have mobile and accessories. Inside that, maybe let's say I want to buy smartwatches, right? So let's say I will buy this smartwatch. So the way it has been categorized is, first I'll go with electronics. Electronics will be the group. It will be electronics. Inside the electronics, now I have smartwatches. Inside smartwatches, I have many products like watch name. Okay, let's say I'll take this watch name. Firebolt. This is a watch name. Now, this watch name is coming from smartwatch. This smartwatch is coming from electronics, right? So this is something, I have a hierarchy now. I've shown you a live example, but if I want to compare with our data set, if you want to compare with our data set, in our data set, we have something called category. So this will be category. Okay. And smartwatch is there, right? This becomes the subcategory. And this one is there, right? Actual product name. It's going to be the product name. Okay, this is going to be the product name. Like this, I've categorized it. The same thing what we have is the category is technology. The category is technology. In the technology, I have a category, subcategory called machines. Inside machines, I have the actual product name. If you want to get better understanding, first you filter out technology. In the technology, you again have copiers, accessories, machines, and phones. Imagine that I want only phones. So all the phones only you'll get it. Okay, Xiaomi, Apple, Samsung, right? And Google Nexus, meaning for this after a long time. So all these are phones. Maybe let's say I want some machines. I'll be getting some printer, laser printer, okay, head printer. All these are printers, right? So all this is actually been categorized into technology and machines. Let's say I'll go and select another one. For example, I'll take furnitures. So if I take furnitures, in furnitures, chair is also called furniture, table is also called a furniture, bookcase is also called a furniture. So if I want to go with chairs, you will have different type of chairs. Okay, nowadays office chairs has becoming famous, right? Because of your back pain, neck pain and all. We usually buy office chairs for your house, right? For sitting and working. So you have different chairs. This chairs is coming from furnitures. So all over, you need to understand that this three technology, machines and product related to hierarchy information like this. Okay, so we have seen order ID, order date, ship date, how the shipping has been done, customer name, who has purchased, whether is he buying for your office or maybe for a corporate or for your own purpose. We have segment, and the one which is highlighted in the yellow color, it's actually a geographical information about that customer. And for every product, you need to have a product ID. So we have technology, machines and product, and that we are giving a product ID. Now, if you focus on the product ID, the product ID is being given like the first three characters is nothing but the first three characters of the category field: office supply OFF, technology TEC, maybe furnitures FUR. So the first three characters tells you what category it is. And the second two categories after the hyphen MA stands for machines, CO stands for copiers, maybe MA machines, right? So technology hyphen machines followed by some number. So your product ID is given by first three characters of category, second two characters of subcategory, then some number. And this is an actual product, right? So this is also all over same. Now, mainly we'll talk about what is the main column in this table is, in this data is sales. So this person, Sean Miller, is coming from United States, is coming from Florida, is coming from South, and is purchased an order ending with 317. He has purchased on 18th, and that was shipped on 23rd. He has just opted for standard class, and he has actually purchased 6 quantities. And the total price of 6 quantities is 22,638.48, right? And they have given a 0.5% discount. And since they have given discount, the company has made a loss of minus 1,800, correct? Now, like this, we have sales, we have quantity, we have discount, and we have profit. Since they have given the discount, so obviously the company is giving you discount in the sense the overall profit is negative. That means negative profit means it's a loss. Here, let's say they have not given any discount. So after making the sale, they have purchased 4 quantities, 5 quantities. They have made a profit of 8,000 and 6,000, correct? Now, this is what I want to do. Okay. Now, very simple question my client is asking. All these products, right? They have been categorized as furniture's office supply technology. My only one question my client is asking, how much is a total sales made by furniture? How much is a total sales made by office supply? How much is a total sales made by technology? Now, this is what I want to do. If I don't know Power BI, if I don't know any data analytics tool, the way you will do is, first you'll go here, you'll click on the sales column. The moment you click on the sales column, it will actually sum up here. It will actually sum up here. The total sales made by all the products is total sales made by all product is, what's the number? 2297 2297 200.86. Now this is the total sales made by all products, but I don't need it. I need only technological products, right? So let's go with the technology. You have to go to data and you have to apply filter. Automatically you can see arrow mark on all of this. Just open this arrow mark, click the first one as technology. Now if you go and click the technology, now you go and see the technology. The technology sales that has happened here is, the total sales made by this technology is, now you applied the filter. Now you selected only technology. You go back on the sales column, just click on that. automatically it counts everything and it is giving you this number. The total sales made by the technological products in the entire 22 lakh sales, we have 8 83615 83615 4.033. That means the total sales made by the technology is 8 lakh 36,000. What was my question? My question is, among the technology, among the technology, among the office supply, among the office supply, and among the other one, furnitures, I want to figure out which one is giving the highest sales. Which one is giving the highest sales? Now, this is my question. Okay. Now, this is my question. I want to figure out from technology what is the total sales, office supply what is the total sales, furniture what is the total sales. I want to get that. How to do it? Very easy. I've already done it for technology. Now let's go for furnitures. In the furnitures, I'll go and just click on the column. Automatically it gives you the sale. 741,999 is a total sales made. 741,999.79 is a total sales made in the furnitures. Next, after furnitures, let's go with office supplies. In the office supplies, I've selected it. I'll go and keep the column. I'll go and select the column. Automatically, it gets counted. The sum 719,047. 719,047.032. Now, I was able to get how much technology is made sales, how much office supply is able to get that, how much furniture is getting sales. Very easily, I was able to get it just by going and applying this filter condition. And on top of the filter condition, I'm able to get it. Whether it's correct or not, I need to check, right? Double check it. So just open the calculator. Just 836,154.03 plus 719,047.03 plus 741,999.79. If I add this, 22,97,200 is a total sales made that you can exactly see here. 22,97,200. Well, this is a total sales that is happening with respect to this data set which we have taken, which is nothing but a sample superstore. And in that, I can see that technology has made 8 lakhs, office supply has made 7,19,000, furniture has made 7,41,000. Well, finally, I'm able to answer my first question. Finally, I'm able to add my first question. Well, this is what, if you don't have any knowledge on BI technologies, if they simply have given the data, this is what you do. Are you all with me? Yes? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes,
Now, imagine you don't know Excel. This is the only way you can get it. Assuming that you know Excel now, what you can do is select the entire data, go to the home tab. Just to tell you, KSR provides you free videos on Excel. If you don't know Excel, just go back and send an email to us. We will give you access to your Excel. Okay, you can get that access without paying anything. You can get that. Okay, it's an added advantage for you. Something which you're getting it for free, utilize it. We have given you a free videos for Excel, so please get it. Okay, now if you know Excel, what you can do is you can select this. You can go to the insert. And create a pivot table. And go and select this. And you can just add category. You can add it to your columns. Okay. Category, you can add it to the columns. Let's add it in the rows. So you got this. And the total sales is there, right? You simply add it to the values. And it's actually giving you the count. Just click this arrow mark and go to the value field setting and make it to be sum. Now, this is how, if you know Excel, you can do this. So it will be same. If I copy this, if I put it here, This is actually manually I counted. If you have a very good knowledge on Excel, you can get it like this. See, exactly same. Exactly same. This is a grand total. This I was able to achieve it if I know Excel. Okay, if I know Excel, right? So this data, I went to this. Maybe I went to insert, I created this pivot table and I created this table. That is, if you know Excel, you can do it. One other way I'll tell you, you can select all this. You can go to the insert. There is something called recommended pivot tables, or you can go with tables, whatever you feel like. Just click this and you can also choose what you want. Like just click this and automatically you get this central east. Instead of the central east, remove it and add your category part, because I need furniture's office supply and I don't need profit, I need sales. So remove the profit and add sales. Now this is also same thing. This, if you know Excel, you can do it. Okay. But imagine that you don't know both. You don't want to do a manual count. This is a manual count. Manual count. This is with respect to, if you know have Excel knowledge, you can do it. But why we need to do all this? We are a Power BI. We know Power BI, right? So let's do it in Power BI. So I'm going to do it in Power BI. Remember the day 20th March, we are going to do the first chart in Power BI. First, I'll open the Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop, a software that gets opened here. A software that gets opened here. This is Power BI desktop. Okay. So once you open this Power BI desktop, in the Power BI desktop, just give me a minute. Okay, in the Power BI desktop, I have once we have installed, it will look like this. Once we have installed, it will look like this. Okay. Does it look the same? Let's see. It looks like this, right? So this is the entire thing you can see as part of the screenshot also. So if I go and see this, this is what your software looks like. This is what your software looks like. Okay. Now you can see there are some tabs, home, insert, modeling, and you can see some data. You can see some queries, insert, calculations, everything. Everything we are going to learn within this tool itself. The first thing which you can see here, there is actually a visualization tab. Within this Power BI desktop, you have something called visualization tab. Now, this is a visualization tab where you can easily get which chart you want to do for your report. It could be a column chart, it could be a pie chart, it could be a donut chart, it could be any chart. Easily you can get the charts from here. You can see the icon as well. Each and every icon which you see on this, it's actually the visual, right? It's like a visual. Now this is where you can get it. Now if I open the actual Power BI, here is a visualization tab. This is a visualization tab. So you click this, you get some visual, you get some visual, you get some visual. So you get all these visuals. Now these are the visuals which you can use it for your reports. Okay. Now that's nothing but my visualization tab. So once this is a visualization tab, you can choose which visual you want. The next thing which you need to see is, you can see there are three dots. You can see there are three dots here, correct? If you remember, when I was comparing my Power BI with Tableau, I've clearly told you that Power BI supports 30 charts. So it's exactly more than that actually. If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 34. So more than 30 are there, right? Now, if I go and show you there, if I go and show you this, it supports 30 plus charts, right? It supports 30 plus charts. So whereas this 30 plus charts are present, it is present here, this one. But apart from that, I've also told you another point. You can get another 250 charts. Where will I get from another 250 charts? I can see only 30 charts on the screen. Where can I get another 250 charts? This another 250 charts, you can get it from your, this three dots is there, right? If you click this three dots, it will take you something called marketplace. In the marketplace, you can get that 250 plus charts. All the 250 plus charts, if I put it on the screen, it looks awkward, right? It looks like messy, right? So that is the reason, whichever is useful and whichever is a commonly used, I've put it as a 30 charts. Apart from that, whatever you need, you can go and get it from this three dots, correct? So can we see that here? Where is that? If you see here, this is our Power BI desktop. You can see the 30 charts and you can also see this three dots. In the three dots, I can easily go and get more visuals, right? So you may ask me a question, where will I get 250 charts? Well, we can get it from get more visuals. Okay, now this is the first tab that we are talking about, which is called visualization tab. Now, once this visualization tab is received, for example, this part you have got it. Now, I have something called data tab. Now, before doing the charts, what do you need it? I need data. Without data, how can I go and do the charts? Now, this data tab is there, right? In the data tab, you can get the data from the server. You can enter your normal data. You can get the data from Excel, and you also have an option called get data. So these are the options you can get the data into your Power BI. Once you get the data into the Power BI, you can start doing the charts, right? So the first thing is you have to get the data into the Power BI. How to get it? You can get it here. Same way, if I show here, this is my actual desktop now. Here, I have something called data. So I can get the data from Excel workbook. I can enter the data. I can get it from SQL Server. All these are the options. Okay. Apart from that, you also have something called get data option. You have an option called get data. And if you click this get data, these are the commonly data sources. You can see Excel, data flow, server, CSV files and all. But you go and click this more. And if you click this more, you can get the data from Excel text files, CSV files, XML, JSON, folder, Parquet file, PDF file, database, Oracle database, Google. Actually, you can get it from data flows. You can get it from Azure. You can get it from Salesforce. You can get it from GitHub. You can get it from AWS. You can get it from GCP. You can get it from Hive, Spark, ODBC, Amazon. Almost you can get the data from how many sources?
99.
How many sources?
99
plus.
99 plus. You can get the data from 99 plus. That means it's more than 120. It's more than 120, but they're still working on some of the files. Like most of the things you can see as beta. So beta means it's actually in a working progress. They have not productionized it. Maybe next 1 month you can get the data from that also. So we have total of 99 plus places where you can get the data from. I don't know what is this mark logic. I don't know what is this. I don't know what is this. I don't know what is this. But still I can get the data from those places. Now Power BI is known to be one of the best business intelligence tool currently in the market, which is the only one which can support more than 100 plus data sources. So where did I get it? I got it from the get data option. I got it from the get data option. Okay. Usually this happens in my home. Okay. I always miss the keys. It could be my car key. It could be my bike key. I always miss it. So you know what I've done? You know what I've done? since I know I cannot change my character, okay, it's something which I always from the beginning, I miss my keys. I keep somewhere and I forget it, right? I cannot change that, right? So what I've done, I have made three duplicate keys. I have made three duplicate keys. One I'll put it in the hanger, and one I'll put it on my computer board, that is my desk, and one I'll always keep it in my bag. So this is where even if I forget one, I need not keep searching and waste my time. Fine, one is gone. I still have another two. That's how I do. I always have multiple things, right? I don't know whether some people are like this. And that's why even Microsoft Power BI has also done the same thing. If you don't want to get the data from here, imagine that you have forgotten to get the data from here. Don't worry. They have an option here also. They have an option here also. Get data. If you click this, again, it's going to open the same thing. Either you click from here, you'll still get it. Even if you click here, you'll still get it. Forget about that. Even if you click from here, you'll still get into the same thing. Three places, just like same like me. I have lost the key and I keep it at three places. This people also, I understand that you forgot where to get the data from. Don't worry, I've given you three places. Whichever you want, you take it. You take it from left, you take it from right, you take it from center. I am least bothered. You can use whatever you want. You use this, or you use this. It's completely your wish. It's completely your wish. Okay. Now I want to get the data now. Where is the data now? The data is in the form of this one, right? The data is in the form of this one. So the data is actually, the data name is sample superstore. So let's see where is the data from. The data is coming from data folder. It is present in my D drive. It is present in my D drive. In the D drive, I have a data. In that, I have a superstore data. This superstore data is actually coming from either an Excel sheet or you can a worksheet. You can get anything. So let's get the data now. Do you want to get the Excel workbook or do you want to get the CSV? Your wish. Let me go and get the Excel workbook. And once I get the Excel workbook, I'll go to the data and I'll get the something called superstore data and I'll click this. And automatically the data has been received here. And in this, if you see, right, it's like one sheet is there. So let me select the order sheet and I'll load it here. I'll show you that file as well. I'll open this file. In this file, if you see, the sheet name is orders. In the sheet name is orders. So I've got the orders and I was able to receive this orders as a data. Now the data is present. Now the data is present. Okay. Now visualization tab, we can get the visual and I have brought the data. How did I get it? It's your wish. You can get it from get data or you had an option here. We can get it like that. Okay. Now let's go for the presentation again. We have got the data and we have seen the charts, right? Then we have went to this tab where we have got the data, right? Now you have something called filter tab here. Next to the visualization tab, you have something called filter tab. So what is this filter tab? I need only Bangalore data. I need only Chennai data. I need only US data. I can apply some filters. I can apply some filters. Now that is where you call it as filters tab. This filters tab, if you see in my this, it is actually hidden. Maybe I can expand this. This is a filter tab. So we have talked about the visualization pan. Okay, this I'll call it as panel, maybe pan, the visualization pan. This is a data pan, P-A-N-E, pan. Okay, so here I can get the data. I can also filter it if really required. So I have a filter tab. I have a filter tab. Maybe you can reduce this as well. And you can reduce this as well. You can reduce this as well. It's completely up to you how you want and which you are working on. Okay, so this is a filter tab. Now, next we have something called data. So this is where I loaded the data now. So once I load the data, you expand that data, you will see all the columns that is there as part of the data set. Let's go and check that. Orders. If I go and expand this, all this are actually called columns. Maybe Power BI is a bit advanced. They don't call it as a columns. Instead, they call it as a fields. Instead, they call it as fields. Whether you call them whether you call it as columns or you call it as a fields, doesn't matter. So this is where we call it as fields. Okay. Now, once I got this data, we actually also have, we have seen the visualization tab, we have seen the data tab, we have seen the filters tab, and we have seen the data tab here. This is actually a report view. Now, this is where you can do the designing. I can do some charts. Okay, this is one chart. I can do one chart. Okay, I can do one chart, or I can use some more charts. So this is actually giving you the skeleton of the charts. If I simply click, it's giving the skeleton. For this, I need to add the data. If I add the data, I'll get a report, correct? So this is called report view. The first tab which you are in, which is called a report view. If I want to see this data, you can go to the second tab. You can go to the second tab, which is called table view. The entire data which you have seen, I can see here also. This is exactly the same Excel data what you have seen. This is exactly the same Excel data what you have seen. I'm able to see here. Same sales, quantity, discount, profit, and I'm able to see order ID, order date, shipping date, ship mode, who is the customer, what he has purchased, everything I'm able to see. Okay, now the first tab gives you the report where you can create multiple pages, and in each page you can start adding multiple visuals. The second tab which you can see is a table view where you can see the data. Okay, now 7:45. The time is very much good time. Let's do our first chart. Let's do our first chart. Okay, I'm telling you, to do reporting in Power BI, it is very, 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 very difficult. Okay, let's see how to do it. Just count the number of clicks I'm doing. Okay, just try to count the number of clicks I'm doing. Click number one. Click number one. Of course, it is very small, so I'll simply put it and drag it. Don't count this. This is only for your visibility. Okay, so I've pressed one click. Okay, I've pressed one click. I will drag this category and put it in this form. There is one form, right? There's one form here, x-axis, y-axis there. There is one form. I'll push it here. Click number two. And there is a y-axis, right? I'll simply go and drag the sales and I'll put it in y-axis. And I have got the chart. See how difficult it is to do one chart in Power BI. It has taken me 3 clicks. I've not written even a single line of code. I've not used my keyboard. Just try to understand. I've not used my keyboard. I am simply using my mouse. With the help of the mouse, with just 3 clicks, I'm able to get this chart. Is it correct? Let's go and check. You simply keep the mouse on this. The technology sales that has happened is 8,36,154. Is it correct? 8,36,154. That's excellent. Office supply or furniture. Let's say furniture. The furniture has made a total sales of 7,41,999. 7,41,999. It's correct. Office supply 7,19,047. That's also correct. How much efforts I took for doing this? How much efforts I took for doing this? And for this, just 3 clicks. I repeat. Click number one. Click number one. Click number two. Click number three. And of course, after counting this, I got to know which is the highest one, right? But here, with the help of the size only, I can get to know technologies are topmost. Second highest goes to furniture. Third highest goes to office supply. Again, if I want to do with respect to another way, that is another region. So instead of that, what I need to do, for example, I want to see which region has contributed high sales. For example, East. So let's go and select East first. So if I go and select East, and I will keep the mouse on the sales table, sales column, the sales made by East is 6,78,781. The sales made by Central is actually giving you the 5 lakh 1239. Who is going to do all this? Again, I have to write it. Again, I have to filter it. Again, I have to go and write it. Who is going to do all this? Power BI people are the laziest people ever. They don't want to put efforts. What I would have done? What I would have done? Click number one. Click number one. I'm still using my mouse. Click number one. Take out the region and drag it in this form, x-axis. Take out the y-axis sales and put it here. And you'll get to know which has made the highest sale. You need not write it. You need not code it. You need not go and use your notepad. Nothing. Just the 3 clicks, I was able to get this chart. And we got to know clearly that among the 4 regions, West region has contributed approximately 7,25,000. East is giving you 6,78,000. Central is giving you 5 lakhs. And South is giving you 3,91,000. With just 3 clicks, I am able to do it. Now, listen carefully. I will tell you one important thing. The moment you drag any visual, there comes one form. You need to fill the form. You need to fill the form. For what type of data, which chart I need to use. If you know this, you are a Power BI developer. That's all. This is what we are going to learn entirely in this course. If you know which chart to use for what type of data, how you need to fill the form, entire thing you're going to work only with this desktop. Whether is this chart good? Is this chart good? Is this 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 good? This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Is this good? This one. We have to figure out which one is a right chart for this. If you know which chart to use for this data, and if you know what you need to add in x-axis, y-axis, your Power BI is done. That is what we are going to learn. Okay. Now, I have a client presentation tomorrow. I have a client presentation tomorrow. Okay. I need to show my clients how each product is performing. Okay. Let's say this is a region, right? This is a region. I don't want region now. I will take category and I'll see which one is giving the high performance. Undoubtedly, the product which has made the highest sales is, can you say it? It's called phone. Okay, it's called phone. So phones have made the highest sales. The phones have made the sales of 3,30,000. The phones have made a total sales of 3,30,000, followed by the highest sales has been contributed by chairs, 3,28,000. So if I want to write a SQL code, oh my God, I have to write a group by, I have to write all this order by. I'm fed up of coding. Let's come for Power BI. With just 3 clicks, I was able to achieve this, right? With just 3 clicks, I'm able to achieve this, correct? Let me close all pages. I'll just show you page 3. Click number 1. Click number 1. Click number 2. And click number 3. Correct? I'm able to get this. For most of you, this may not be visible. You may be seeing in your phone, so it may not be visible, but I'll read it out. The highest sales has been given by phones. The highest sales is given by chairs. Okay. So imagine tomorrow I need to present this to CEO of Amazon. CEO, I need to present this. Okay. And day after tomorrow is your hike day. They're going to see your performance and they're going to give hike day. Usually in IT language, we speak that. Okay. Don't give biscuits. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by this? Don't give biscuits to your managers. What do you mean by this?
Pricing for someone, something.
You want to impress someone, right? You want to impress your
Yeah.
managers. So to impress someone, you say that don't give biscuits, right? So the way I need to impress my CEO is I need to do a report for this. This is very plain report. Okay. Being an Indian, I should not use this word. Being an Indian, I should not use this word. The color which I don't ever like it is blue color. I don't like blue color. Even if I sleep, always the blue color comes to my mind because I've been seeing this for almost 9 years now. Right from the day one, I'm using Power BI, I'm seeing blue color. I don't like blue color. That's what I said. Being an Indian, I should not say this. India is known for blue color, but I don't like it. Now I want to change the color. And you people are watching it from your mobile. Maybe it's the fonts are not proper. So the same visual, just give me 2 minutes time. I'll show you in a better way. Okay. Just give me 2 minutes time. I'll show you how this can be visualized properly. I'll go to a new page. Just see the time. Just see the time. If you want, I can switch on the stopwatch. I'll switch on the stopwatch. Just observe carefully how much time I'm taking. Okay. Click number 1. Click number 2. Click number 3. Then I'll go to this format your visual. It's basically like a makeup set. Go here. Go to the column bar. Choose the color. Choose the color. Go to the x-axis. The font is 9. That's why it's not visible. Let's make it to be bold. Let's make it to be black. Let's increase the font. Okay, this is font. And there's a title. Let me increase the title also. I can change the font. Change to black. Or maybe I can make it to blue. I can make it to blue. This what I've done is for x-axis. Let's do it for y-axis. In the y-axis, there is a values. Just go and change it to bold. Make it 10, 11, 12, whatever you feel like. Make this to be black. So this also done. And you have something called title. Title is there. The title is 12. Let's put it into a bold. And let's make it to be blue. And this is also blue I've got. Okay, all good. X-axis, y-axis I've done. Columns also I've done. Okay, now let's put some title. Go to the general. Title is there. Already title is there. I'll put it in the center tab. So title comes in the center. And background, I will make it as white. And the background here, I'll make it as black. So black I've done. And let's say I had some effects. Visual border I will add, some shadow I will add, so it becomes some shadow. And I don't know which each and every bar how much of sales is getting. I cannot always go and keep a mouse over here, so I will go and choose something called data labels. The button is off, so just put on this button. I'll get the content on this and it's not visible, so again go and increase the value, make it 10, 11, and make it bold. And if you want, you can change the colors. I can put this color, or you can change any color, whatever you feel like. It comes with like this. Okay, now you see how the visual was and how the visual is. How much time I took? 2 minutes. With explanation, maybe 2 minutes 45 seconds. Less than 2 minutes, I have done this report. And it is visualized very neatly. And I can show this to my clients. In 2 minutes, the visual was like this, and I've changed to this. I don't know whether you people observed it or not. I never even used my keyboard. All these changes I was able to do with the help of my mouse. You may be expert in using laptops, touchpad, but my kind request, if you're doing a Power BI reports, have one extra mouse, that the physical mouse is there, right? The wired or wireless, whatever, have it. If you are using your laptop touchpad for Power BI, you will start hating Power BI. My personal experience, if you want to become an expert in Power BI reports, use physical one mouse rather than using the mouse touchpad. That is, you can find it on the laptop. With this laptop mouse, I am attached one external mouse. I was able to do report in just 2 minutes. Now I'll try to put some biscuits to my client as well. Okay, let's see what I do. Let's see what I do. I'll make it even better. Let's say I'll make it even better. Okay. Who is Amazon CEO? Anyone?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Andy Jesse.
Jeff Bezos.
Andy Jesse, present CEO.
Okay. I will not take the current CEO. Let me take this guy. Okay, I'll download this image, save the image as, and let's say Amazon CEO. I'll save Amazon CEO. I've saved this. Now I'll go to this visual. I'll go to this visual. There's something called plot area background. You browse it. You have already downloaded one visual, Amazon CEO, one background picture. Get that. And you can fit it as normal, or you can fit it as fill, or you can fit it as this also. Let's make it fit, or let's make it fill. Now I will also increase the transparency. If you increase the transparency, that it becomes very dark, I mean very light, and if you reduce it, it becomes bit of bright. See, I can show this to my CEO. As simple as that. How it was? Very plain one, blue color, my worst color. Now, did I write any code?
No.
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 Can I use this for my presentation?
Yes.
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 Okay. Now tell me, on the day one, I promised you that I'll make you all people a report developer in the next 30 days. Do you trust me now?
Yes.
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 Always Santosh.
One day we have learned one chart. What is there?
Yes.
Now, your questions will start now. What is your questions now is, what should I add here? The first question you will ask is, what should I add in the x-axis? What should I add in the y-axis? Why should I use this chart? Why cannot 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 I use this chart? Now this type of questions will start arising in you, and that is what I am here for. I'll be explaining each and every chart. I'll be explaining about the positives, negatives. What should you add in the x-axis? What should you add in the y-axis? That is all is about Power BI, and I'll be telling you how you need to fill the form. You take any skeleton, the moment you take the skeleton, you will have to add this details, add the form. And first I will take the category, and next I'll take the sales. Now this is one chart, but I don't like this very plain chart. So once you select this chart, this is a build visual. In the build visual, you have already selected this, and there is a form that is getting, and I've filled the category and sales, but I don't like it. So if you don't like it, you please go to the format your visual. Format your visual is like a makeup set. You have your makeup set, right? You use it all your, I don't know what is it there. You may have nail polish, you may have powder, you may have creams, you have moisturizers, everything you'll have, right? Same thing, you format your visual, go back, change the x-axis, change in the y-axis, whatever you want, you can do here. In the x-axis, you can change the font, you can change the color, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. And if you put it here, it will give you the blue color. And if you increase the font, you can see the font. And if you don't like this blue color bar, it's completely your wish. Go to this, and you can choose whichever color you want. You want to choose this, you want to choose this, you want to choose this, you want to choose anything, you choose it. And if you want to choose each one for one color, that also is possible. For technology, you can go and select it. For furniture, you can go and select it. And for office supply, you can go and select it. Whatever you want, you select it. It's completely makeup set for you. You do whatever you want. You apply a green color lipstick, I don't mind. You apply black color lipstick, I don't mind. It's completely your report. But while others are looking, it should be good. Right? When others are looking, it should be good. You people are doing makeups to see by yourself? No, others have to see, right? Why are you all doing makeup? Why are you all doing makeup? You're all doing makeup so that others will see you, right? It's not for you to see yourself in the mirror. After doing makeup 24/7, are you going to stand in front of the mirror? Definitely no. The makeup is done so that others can see you, so that you look decent. Similarly, don't go and choose whatever you like colors. There are few terms and conditions you need to follow. There are some standards you need to follow. Like, don't go and use yellow color. Don't go and use red color. Don't go and use black color. There are some rules that you can follow. How you need to look? Well, that is what we are going to choose. How to decide the colors, what fonts I need to go and choose, which visual I need to choose it. This is what you're going to learn as part of your Power BI. Okay, so today successfully we were able to learn our first visual. Like this, we have 30 visuals. We are going to learn each and every visual. Today I've given you just the background. So tomorrow I'll be explaining what you need to add in x-axis, what you need to add in the y-axis, what is expected from this report. Everything we are going to cover one by one. Are you all good?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Santosh.
How is Power BI? Easy?
Yes, it
Easy.
is.
Yes.
Okay.
Easy.
You made easy.
I made easy. Okay. This report, I'm telling you very openly. I'm telling you very openly. I have a cousin. I have a cousin who's studying 6th standard. Okay. I'm telling you, I have a cousin who's studying 6th standard. So his parents, that means my aunt, right? She always sends his son to me so that they want to have some good career for him. So he always comes to my house. Every leave he comes, every weekend he comes, right? You'll not believe he does this report better than me. 6th standard student does the report better than me. You don't need any skills for this. Did I write a code? No. But what is really important is which visual I have to use, which are the calculations I can make, what is really important. Those things you are better than a 6th standard old kid. He doesn't know anything, but you know it. You know it. Okay, for example, furniture sales is, or I can say that this arts envelopes are also giving very less sales. What you can do to improve this? How can we do it better? Right? So phones or chairs are doing good. Okay, it's time for to appreciate those products. So which chart to use for which data? That is where you are better than a kid. So that is where you have to develop the skill. You have to know which chart I have to use, what I have to do, how can I come up with a report, how can I explain this to client. This is what you have to do. Okay, so we'll stop here. In the next class, we will start figuring it out which chart I have to use for what type of data.
Santosh, can you share the file?
Yeah, I'll be doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Santosh, as you said that we can get the Excel video as well. So where I need to put the information. So sharing an email too. So will we get the Excel practice data?
All the data which I will be using in the class will be shared. Okay, people who are already part of your particular groups, you will be getting this. Okay, you will be getting all the data. People who are able to log in through our website, I'll be uploading this data set in the website. You can get it. You can start importing the file and you can start using it. For people who have joined through Zoom link, wherever you got the Zoom link, there we will be sharing the data just for another 1 day. Once you cross this 5 days free session, you'll all be part of our organization website. So directly you'll be having all the access to all the data sets what we are using in the class.
Santosh, we can use Power BI with our Gmail ID.
No, not
Does
possible.
that know?
It's
You
a
have to use
Microsoft
only
product,
with
right?
organization ID.
Some the small doubt.
Yes, go ahead.
Is there any particular reason that we are adding sales in y-axis only?
That's what I said, right? In the next class, I'll be telling what I need to add here, what I need to add here. I'll tell you in the next class. Today, my main objective was to start with the first chart. We were able to successfully do it. In the next class, we are going everything like step by step. In the next class, I'll tell you what is this legend, what you need to add here, what you need to add here, why I've choose this, what I've choose this, everything I'll let you know in the next few classes.
Okay.
Hello, Santosh.
Yes.
Just wanted to
This is
know.
Manoj Kumar speaking.
Okay, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, hi Santosh. This is Gautam. Thank you for the detailed video. Just wanted to check if you provide, the KSR provides Power BI license, and if they provide the license, how long is it valid for the course people who
The
are going
license
to?
will be for 1 year. The video access will be for 1 year. And in the license, we do provide 4 months of premium version.
Sorry, 4 months of?
4 months of premium version.
Okay.
We have
But
pro,
the
we have
pro version will
premium.
be 1 year.
Yeah.
Understood. Thank you.
And this is Manoj Kumar speaking. I would know that. Do you teach Power BI service in this course?
When I say Power BI, it's complete Power BI. I'll be teaching every component of Power BI. So Power BI service will also be part of the syllabus.
Is it useful to express me as a experienced employee after having your course,
If you
learning your
learn,
course?
if you learn whatever has been taught in the class, and every day if you practice along with us, you can showcase up to 5 years.
Okay. With Power BI, are you going to teach the Microsoft Azure?
Have you attended all the 4 classes before?
No, actually, your time and my time is not matching. I have been
Okay.
coming to my home
This is a day
but
4. This is
okay,
a day 4. I request you to go through all the day 1, day 2 videos. It is
okay,
available in our YouTube channel. So in
okay,
this, I would have taught you like what we are going to cover. So we are going to cover SQL, we are going to cover Power BI, and we are going to cover Azure, and we are going to cover the latest update that is introduced by Microsoft, that is Fabric. So all this 4 will be your topics that you'll be covering as part of this data analytics.
okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Santosh,
Santosh,
Go ahead,
Yeah,
go ahead,
please go
one
ahead.
by one.
you are going to start a Azure class from tomorrow. Is that,
What?
can
Azure?
we start Azure? I saw a picture in the WhatsApp
Oh,
group.
that is Azure data engineering. See,
Oh,
what we are learning is a data analytics, right? So data analytics is what we are starting. We have started, this is a 4th day, right? So there is another course which we are going to start, that is data engineering. So this will be tomorrow morning 6:30. You can give a try. You can start attending that session as well. Whichever you feel comfortable, you can go with it. If you want a very less coding and if you want to get into IT, you can choose this subject, that is data analytics. If you want a very high package and if you want to learn some coding stuffs, you can go with data engineering.
no, you are going to teach the Azure, right? With this Power BI
Yes,
package.
yes. Here also we
So,
will be teaching Azure, but not up to the extent of data engineering. Whatever is required, mainly we'll be focusing on Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory is a ETL2 that we will be learning as part of our data analytics. Here you will be learning more other services.
so we can learn after Power BI.
Yes, if you're starting your career for the first time where you want to get into IT, when you have to have that grip, always start with data analytics.
Okay.
Santosh, how can I get Excel training? You share like 2 days Excel course.
In our course, we do have the, please log into our website. Once you
Okay.
log into our website, you should be able to explore our website. There we have a free course. You can easily get our Excel course as well.
Okay.
Santosh, I'm already working as Power BI developer. My main weak areas are modeling and DAX. Will I able to pick up in those areas after completing this course?
See, whatever I teach, it could be look a very basic level for you because you already know it. But as I said, we consider everyone as same. So we'll start everything from scratch. So initially for the first 15-20 days, you will see only charts. Followed, we'll be going with DAX. Followed by, we'll be going with Power BI, Power Query Editor, where you'll be learning about data modeling. And in DAX, which is a second topic, we'll be learning almost 60 to 65 functions. So that is where you will be learning more. But for now, it may look very basic for you.
Okay, Santosh. I wanted to know, just confirm that I will be not, I will be in a stage where I can write a DAX function independently after
Yes, we
this.
will give you the very foundation that the way we are giving the foundation, you can start developing your code by yourself.
Sure, Santosh. Thanks, Santosh.
Santosh,
And
you
Santosh,
suggested to go with, can I?
Yes, go ahead.
You suggested to go with mouse, right? Don't use with the keypad. You suggested like that. So may I know why? Is there anything, any technical reasons for that?
I can do this chart in 1 minute. Can you do that in mouse touchpad? See, I just dragged it here. Click number 1, click number 2, click number 3. I did this in 1 minute. I am not used to touchpad. If you are okay with touchpad, you use it. I don't have any restriction. The reason why I'm saying a physical mouse is it becomes easier for you to do it.
All right, noted. Yeah.
If you are okay with touchpad, go with it. It's completely up to you. I am not used to that. For me, mouse is there. Power BI is easy and simple because I can just do a drag and drop. Are we good?
Santosh, one question.
Yes, go ahead.
After paying the fees, when the class is going to start? It's,
Already the class has started. This is the 4th day. Already we have done the first chart. We'll be learning the second chart tomorrow. We'll be like doing all of these things day by day. Syllabus has already started, right? What is your question?
about like our paid classes.
It's not free classes. It's a regular class and you've been allowed to attend for free. That's all. It's not like a free class and paid class. Already the class has started. Already we are following the syllabus. Just like you have been allowed to attend free. That's all.
Okay, Santosh.
Any other question?
Santosh, this is Mahesh.
Go ahead.
So, by the end of this course, so we will be in a position to apply for Power BI developer roles and as well as data analyst roles, right?
Yes.
Data analyst with Power BI, right?
Yes.
Oh. And I have more than 10 years into non-IT like recruitment. So still I can put 5 years of Power BI and another 5 years whatever I did,
Yes. Yes,
right?
you can do it. Yes. 10 years, you can break your experience 5 years into your Power BI, 5 years into your existing domain. We can do that.
Oh, great. Yeah, thanks so much.
Okay. If you don't have any questions, we'll stop here. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you all. Let's meet tomorrow.